Where'd you come from?
Leave it alone.
Go home, girl. Go on, get. Got me!
Get out of here!
Did not think that this is how they were going to introduce Cyborg.
Is that Cyborg?
I think so. I mean, it's sure is. I think it's supposed to be Cyborg. I mean,
Cyborg-y.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't look like Cyborg though.
I mean, we haven't gotten in. Well, I mean, they still have time to introduce another character that would be like that. But I mean, it's a man that was turned into a machine. I just assumed that it was. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Everything that I said in the previous 3 episodes, still stand true. I still like this show, and I thought they did a pretty decent job with this episode. However, the one thing that what I loved about the first 3 episodes was they took a lot of time to develop each character that they were kind of introducing. Except for here. They kind of did this dual thing where they were trying to tell 2 stories at the same time. One being Dick, Rachel, and wow. Corey. Dick, Rachel, Corey is one story that they're telling, and the other story that they're telling in this episode is definitely Doom Patrol. They're kind of going back and forth with those 2 storylines. I kind of wish they focused just on Doom Patrol. But given given the ending of this episode, I'm not surprised why they didn't do that, because they kind of just leave them where they are and they're done and they're gone. But still, like, the theme of the first 3 episodes was, here are your main characters for this episode. We're going to sprinkle in a little bit of detail about some other characters here and there, but they're going to be sparing. But for the most part, here is what we're going to focus on. Here, they do 2 at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but overall, for what it was, the way that they introduced these new characters, I thought was interesting. If I'm going to be standard corrected and that's not Cyborg, they fooled me. I thought it absolutely was. So
did I at first. I just looked it up. His name is Cliff Steele.
Yes.
Played by none other than Brendan Fraser.
Sure.
No, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
100%.
Is Brendan Fraser?
Is Brendan Fraser.
Okay. That's certainly an odd choice.
Not what I did not see that at all.
Neither did I. That's a really weird one. That's
yeah, it's crazy. It's weird.
Fraser.
It's his voice. So it's somebody else actually playing the character, but Brendan Fraser is the voice.
That's nuts. That's nuts. I didn't see that one guy. I didn't know that. Brendan Fraser. Wow. Didn't he just win an Emmy? Was it an Emmy? Or was it? He won something. He recently
for
won.
Whale.
Yeah, he won an award for Whale, which good on him. I mean, congratulations for like a resurgence of his career. Wow. Brendan Fraser's voice is in. Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
And a guy named Jake Michaels is the body actor for him.
That's kind of what I'm looking at. This doctor who's prevalent in this episodes. I don't know why they call him Chief, but they call him Chief. I don't understand when they introduce characters like this, why anybody in their right mind would trust him. I don't understand this at all. He even says in this episode, this is an incubation chamber where we do experiments, and it's like, okay, we're just gonna run wild with this one. And
I'm out.
But everybody else is like, they're all cool with it. Like the people who are living in this house before Rachel and Beast Boy even arrive, like everybody's cool with what's going on in this place. Everybody's perfectly fine with this. This guy's doing experiments on people, and it's like, yeah, everything is great, guys. Okay. That one, that kind of baffles me a little bit. And I like that a lot less Wayne-y in this episode, so to speak. That was
Oh,
toned
big time.
down a ton, which I'm all for. I am absolutely all for. But the introduction of these characters in this Doom Patrol, I'm almost sad that they're just kind of left in the mansion, because I thought it would have been cool to have like the old school 1950s, 60s style actress turn into a big glob of whatever out on the streets and fight crime. I think that would have been really
What
funny.
is she?
I have no idea. She reminded
Like
me
when
of
you're introduced and she's breathing on the bed, and you're like,
yeah, what is this?
huh? What is that?
It reminded me of the politician from the first X-Men movie that basically turned into a big puddle of water. Like that's the only thing I thought when I was looking at this character. I was like, wow, this is okay. We're taking things in this direction. All in all, great episode. And I love the ending. The ending of this
is fantastic.
The ending of this is fantastic. We'll get there. I'm not going to blow my wad now on it, but the ending of this episode is phenomenal.
Closes up a scene from last episode.
Yeah. Yes.
This is actually these last 3 episodes were like done like bing bang boom, like like they don't miss a beat one to the other. They all connect.
Not at all.
Really smooth.
Yeah, very smooth. What are your opening thoughts on the episode?
So I agree with you on that they jump between the characters. They do it, but it is still more heavy hitting on the Doom Patrol. They are still following Grayson and Corey for a little bit because they have to show up at the house somehow.
Mm-hmm.
So I do appreciate that, but it is more heavier on the Doom Patrol side, following the two of them, in the woods. I think there's a funny scene when they're back in the woods together and he turns back into, Gar, whatever his name is.
Right.
And he always has his backpack with him, and you see him blurred out in the background, and he's like quickly putting clothes on.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't look. I love that they pay attention to the small detail like that. I think that's cool. This is probably so far, I think because of the ending, this is one of my favorite episodes so far.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah.
I think because you're seeing more of all of them.
Yes.
You're seeing more of, especially Rachel and Raven.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, heavy hitter on that. I take that back. I think they're all doing really, really well. They're all just in different ways. This one just seemed to have more like of a lot of craziness in it. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really, really cool. All the craziness. The Invisible Man, who's not the Invisible Man, I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
He did great. That's your comic humor in the middle of it all.
I guess so.
Are you invisible underneath all that? No. I love that's where her mind went to the first time, though, because it makes sense. That's what every Invisible Man does.
Yes.
They put clothes on and they cover their face. You can
bandages.
You can see the silhouette of who they are, but you can't see them.
Is it weird that I kind of want to see what he looks like without the bandages?
I want to, too.
I'm really curious. I know it's probably going to be gruesome because of how we learn about how he gets, like, charred up or burnt up or whatever happened to him. But I'm really curious, like, what exactly this mad scientist did to...
Was it to do what he did? To make him where he is? I want to see. I want answers.
I want answers to this, yeah.
When we're introduced to him, though, we'll get there, but is it Ace of Base or is it AC/DC?
It's AC/DC.
It's AC/DC. It's AC/DC, right?
It's AC/DC.
And he's jamming out to AC/DC, like he's playing drums with the spatulas. It's fantastic. It's fantastic.
Full warning.
Loved it.
Full warning. Lee will potentially have a field day with you if he hears that you compared Ace of Base to AC/DC. I'm
not comparing them.
Fair warning.
That's fine. I'm not comparing them. I'm not a music person, so to even know some of these names is
fine. Fine.
But I do know that song, and I was like, I'm forgetting who it was because it's 30 years old.
Thunderstruck, 1990.
almost okay.
Yeah.
So 20-something years old, 30 years old. Yeah,
More than 30.
33 years old.
33 years old. That's a 33-year-old
And
song.
they put it into this middle of this episode, and it was perfect.
It was fantastic.
Perfect.
I loved
fantastic. I loved it.
This episode through and through was really, really cool. I'm really curious. See, now that I mean, if he's credited as Cliff whatever, I'm really interested what they would do with a cyborg character on the show, because I can't imagine them building a show of Titans without introducing Cyborg.
They got it.
That seems a little odd to me. Like he's one of the staple characters of that storyline or of that franchise, anyways. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, that's really interesting. But then again, it was really weird that he was all machine and not even the slightest bit human anymore. Which really, like, how is that working?
Except for his brain, right?
Sure.
Except for his brain,
Okay.
exactly. And that's why I was like, I think that there is more to this than we expect. And wait a minute. No. Okay, I did not just see that. I just did not see that. Oh my gosh.
See, you shouldn't be looking. You shouldn't be looking, man. You shouldn't.
I can't. That's gonna bum. I cannot believe I just saw that.
Yeah. I have a pretty good feeling of what you saw, and I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. But yeah, we'll get there in a few episodes. Don't worry. But yeah.
No. This is few seasons.
Oh, never mind. I shouldn't.
I was trying to see. I was trying to see more. Like to see if they actually bring in him. And I was trying to go to all the seasons all the episodes for this season.
Yep.
And it put me on season 4, and I started reading. I was like, no.
Yeah.
You
I don't know anything about that. I probably don't want to know.
Don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I only know about one big thing that I'm like completely avoiding, but only because I'm so far. That's why I kind of stopped watching. Because a thing happens, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I gotta wait until Chuck catches up, because this is something that the two of us should experience together. But yeah, great, perfect. Anyways, so we both love the episode. Let's move on. Let's get into this.
Yes.
I love the way the episode opens. Let me just start there. Now, there's a thing going on, and I love and hate that they don't explicitly tell us right off the bat. There's a triage center, chaos is going on, hazmat suits, something happened, and the team, the hazmat people, they run for their lives, and in walks one lone guy to help out this kid who got scales for some reason, and gives him a shot of this really weird serum that we've been seeing a whole lot of, and then roll credits and we're into the episode. I don't know when this happened. I don't know what time we're in. It doesn't like show up on the screen 3-4 years earlier or whatever.
Right.
That's weird.
Yep.
How old is Beast Boy? It's really weird. Like, are we talking early 2000s Iraq War and he just hasn't aged all that much? Are we talking Vietnam and he's just, not aging at all? Like, what exactly happened?
I wish I could tell you.
Okay, you have no idea. Wow, that's the one thing that's got me curious. But yeah, we see one lone guy walk in, gives him a shot, and we're off. And the visual of the scales on his arm, and then the way that he screams in pain, the whole thing, like, I want to know more. I want to know what happened, what kind of accident was this, what time frame are we in, how did this doctor know, like, where to go, what to do, who to give the shot to, like, what? There's a lot of questions here, and we don't get a whole lot of answers. Okay. It's really...
I don't think we're going to, only because it was just trying to show us where Beast Boy came from.
Yes.
I don't think we'll ever go back to it.
Yes.
We'll never see it again.
I don't think we will either. I think this is a one and done. But I would like.
Yeah.
I hope Gar gets at least his own like episode to explain things. Like give me a little give me a little bit more than what you're giving me here. I want a little bit more of that, please. Thank you.
I think now that he at the end of this he joins the team, I think we'll probably get more of that.
I hope so. I for one hope so.
Because they've been doing it with every other character.
Yes.
That's part of Titans. So he's part of Titans, so they're going to give him a backstory more than just this. It's just a matter of when, where, and how.
Yeah, agreed.
Hey everybody, Lee from Black and White Reviews here. Just wanted to take a moment to thank you for tuning in, checking out our conversation. If you like this discussion and you want to hear more about this specific subject or other things, check us out on our podcasting sites, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, or Google Podcasts. We're up on pretty much all of them. So yeah, thanks again for popping by, and be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks.